A Pinch of Snuff by Manohar Malgaonkar. Mother's announcement shook me. Nanu Kaka is coming, she said. Oh my god, I said. Couldn't we send him a wire saying we're leaving, that I'm transferred or something? No, dear, Mother said. He must be already on the train. Besides, she added reassuringly, he says he cannot stay here for more than 2 or 3 days. What is he coming to Delhi for? In this heat? He wants to see some minister. What? That means he will be here for weeks. Ministers don't see people for weeks, months. Oh my god. If your Nanu Kaka wants to see a minister, I am sure he will manage to see him, Mother said, any time of the day or night. Mother has always been very loyal to her side of the family, and after all, Nanu Kaka is her brother. I, on the other hand, may have something of a complex about ministers. I am an undersecretary on probation and as such trained to regard ministers as being 2 steps higher than God, the secretaries being just 1 step higher. I was waiting on the platform when the train came in. Nanu Kaka stood in the doorway of a second class carriage, a striking figure, white haired with an impressive moustache. He still wears the old fashioned knee length black coat and the red silk puggree of the Deccani Brahmin, and drapes a white angucha around his shoulders. As I went up, he handed me a basket. Take this out quick, he whispered. I'll join you outside the station. I asked no questions. I tucked the basket under my arm and turned, only to bump into an enormous Marwari woman who had her head covered in a burqa. But my apologies were drowned by the strange sounds coming from the basket. The protests of an outraged kitten. Spitz, spritz, meow, meow, meow. I ducked and ran, and mingled with the crowd and squeezed through the gate in the wake of a Sikh marriage party. Nanu Kaka was long time coming. The station yard was nearly empty, and the last tonga had gone when he emerged, escorted by a fawning ticket inspector. No room in the third class, and they wouldn't issue second class tickets without reservation. Nanu Kaka explained as he came up to me. Had to travel second on a third class ticket. But it was all arranged quite amicably. Such a nice young man, the TC. You saw how he even came right out with me so that should be no trouble. The kitten, of course, travelled free. How is it? Very quiet, I said. Perhaps it is dead, I thought hopefully. We got into the car, and even before I had changed into second gear, Nanu Kaka asked, when have you arranged for the minister to see me? Can't stay here for more than 2 days, 3 at the most. It was a time for frankness. Look, uncle, I said, I am merely an undersecretary on probation, and it is more than my job is worth to go asking for interviews with minister. Oh, Nankaka said. I had rather hoped. Oh, I see. Well, never mind. He took a pinch of snuff, brushed his fingers delicately on his angucha, and sat back, closing his eyes and puckering his eyebrows as though in deep thought. He also clucked his tongue several times in a typically Deccani way, registering pity. Mother was waiting on the doorstep, her face wreathed in smiles. She went into squeals of delight over the kitten and made a lot of fuss over Nanikaka. I also found that she had installed him in my bedroom so that I had to put a charpai for myself in the back of veranda. At mother's insistence, I had taken 2 days leave from the office, and in the afternoon I drove Nanu Kaka to the North Block. He went in to see the minister, and I waited in the car park. It was 2 hours before he returned, mumbling colorful Marathi swear words. I didn't dare ask him what had happened and drove without saying a word. He cooled down in a little while, though, and said, 2 hours I spent being transferred from one chaparasi to another, tramping through the corridors, and in the end succeeded in getting a deputy secretary to give me an appointment 3 days from now. Shameful! Shameful! And there was another series of Marathi expletives. In a linguistic emergency, my uncle always turned to his mother tongue.